Hello and welcome to EMR Optimization for Cancer Screening, Accuro EMR. This video will demonstrate how to set up a global task for cervical cancer screening, and it's part of training module number 3. The objective of this training video is to help Accuro EMR users learn the basic steps for setting up a cervical cancer screening global task. Before we begin with the demonstration, I would just like to mention that you will need to first run your cervical cancer screening search, which you learned about in Module 2. The task shown in this demo will be applied to patients using Cancer Care Ontario's screening guidelines and recommendations. For the purposes of this demo, we have already run the cervical cancer screening search that was reviewed in Module 2. We will now show you how to set up a global task for patients that were returned in your search results. First, start off by selecting the patients that you wish to apply the task to. You should only apply the task to patients that have been validated by a clinician as being eligible for screening. If you want to apply the task to all patients, select the first patient and then press the Control key and the A key together. This will select all the patients returned in your search results. If you only wish to apply the global task to certain patients, press and hold the Control key while selecting the desired patients. Once you have the right patients highlighted, select Create Task in the Select Action drop-down list. In the New Task window, choose the appropriate task from the New Task drop-down list. In this demo, we'll select Next PAP and assign a due date of 0 days. Since these patients were returned in the cervical cancer screening search, they are currently eligible for a PAP test. This means that the task is outstanding and that the patients need to be screened now. There are several other options that you can choose in the New Task window that will help you create the most effective task. Here, you see that you can select a user to assign your task to. If you are setting up these tasks for a specific provider, you can select the provider's name from the list that is offered. If you'd like, you can also create a note in the Notes section of the New Task window. When you have finished entering your information, click OK. The Print Report window will pop up. Here you can choose to print a report of all the patients that have just had this task applied to their charts. Choosing this option would be beneficial if you wanted a list of patients to proactively call to invite them to get screened. If you're interested in learning more about task reports, please watch the task report demo in this training module. And that brings us to the end of this demonstration. The next training video in this module is on setting up an individual task. The video after that shows you how to manage tasks, and the last video in this module will show you a demonstration of how to run a task report. Thanks very much for watching.